And welcome back to Lufia Rise of the Sinistrals. We are at Phantom Tree Mountain, and we have to go find Jyad, I think his name was. I looked up the puzzles in this area and realized that there are two that I'm gonna need help for. But I think this was also the area that gave me the option to go through the world's hardest puzzle. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one, but maybe it was this one. In which case, I don't know if I'm gonna go for it. Because doing it does net me some very nice equipment, or... By the way, yes. Regrowing bushes, it's gonna be a theme in this mountain thingy. Oh yes. Regrowing bushes and puzzles that are only solved with regrowing bushes being completely destroyed. As I said, solving the world's hardest puzzle does net you some good equipment, but I don't remember if it's that really worth it. Because it can be difficult, and I can tell you I never tried it without a guide. Mostly because it's the type of puzzle that I just can't really figure out. I was never good at those type of puzzles. So if I'm gonna do it, I might record it, I might then cut it out of the episode and upload it as a Lufia. I think I already mentioned they're going more for Lufia here. But whatever, translation can be pretty bad, as I learned in Lightning Returns. Man, that game's translation into English was terrible. Like, majority of the time, what they say in English is nothing like what they actually say in the Japanese version. By the way, in this dungeon we are going to get a new skill! Once again I got taken from behind because I forgot about the walking. But this time it wasn't an overly large surprise. So it's still good. Ah. I thought this would be the fire arrow chest, but it wasn't. Whatever, I have the key for this dungeon. Which is more important. What was it? 1 second, I have to switch. Okay, so from the bottom left corner, this is the right side. I have trouble with left and right. Anyway, bottom left corner, right, up, left, down, left, up, left, And then this. Oh. There. Okay, that wasn't that difficult. But here we have the fire arrows. Basically what they do they work like an arrow, except that they burn everything that was from a straight line. I don't remember if it actually... that thing said Mad Gorham. Anyway, I don't think that it actually paralyzes an enemy. We could try that out. Yes, Ceylon is more good for magic, but overall she can be pretty decent for... Ah, it does paralyze, and that's nice. She can also be good for physical attack. Not as great as some of the guys, but overall. Do I go down here first, or the door? Ah, this looks like there are pitfalls, and I'm just gonna fall down there. Oh, I remember this. Sort of. Yes. Okay, this is another one where I have to go consult the guide. I have to switch over again, 1 second. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so... right, down right, up right. If we step on one of the previous tiles we walked on, whoops, we will fall. And we are back to the bombs. And I'm gonna switch to fire arrows. Oh, I'm gonna need the hook shot. By the way, I'm trying to think how far along in the game we are, and I can think of things like still having to fight Idora a few times. Going through a spoilerish idea, or a spoilerish event, And then we also still have the subplot going of Ceylan feeling insecure about herself and her relationship with Maxime. But that's pretty much all I remember. I heard something. Ah. No! Go away! But as I said, those are the scenes that I can think of that we still have to go through. But it might be that there's still a lot of things that I kind of forgot about. So I have no real memory of how long the Let's Play could still take. Yeah, it's kind of easy to figure out what they actually wanted us to do, and what we were supposedly not supposed to do. You may be wondering why I'm running away from some battles, but I'm level 43. 43. Hello, Jyad, sorry. I was watching a Pro Jyad video this morning, so maybe that's why his name stuck. Yes, as I said, I'm level 43, so I'm kind of very strong, or at least stronger than I technically would be. Hehehe, dimwit. Ow! So I don't really have to grind off screen or anything like that unless I want to. And sometimes I don't really want to. I am not the type of player who really enjoys grinding hours for very long. I understand that I have to do it, but that doesn't mean that I have to like it. I don't have the patience for that. I can do it for maybe 30 minutes, an hour at most, but otherwise I need to be listening to something very interesting or some very good music while I'm doing it, or I'll be too bored and quickly give up. Ooh, Sion is close to dying. Let's see if we can defeat this thing before she dies. Yes, we can. Well, this certainly looks like it's a tree. Sweet! So he finds the tree, and then he has to go back here, and now he has to go back to the tree. This doesn't make sense. Oh well. Oh, they're just giving us some time alone. Who is Stella? Or do you mean Stella? Which requires 2L. I don't really remember if there was anything I could really do with them here alone. But overall, go at the back of the line, okay? I get my ship first. I guess the only thing we can do is, you know, sleep. What time are we at right now? 17 minutes. And sorry for the music probably stopping here and there. This is what happens when, you know, I switch away from my ZSNES. I tried to prevent it from happening as much as possible. I don't know if talking to Jyad is actually required to proceed, but better safe than sorry. By the way, an idea I've been playing with is if you go to gamefox.com. Ooh, he's gone. That means that doesn't mean anything. You may have come across my walkthrough for Princess Maker 4 for the not the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo DS. And something that I've been thinking about for a while now is I have some guides there on how to get each of the endings, or at least the endings that I have required at this point, in my DS version. And I was thinking of making video guides out of that. Not quite, you know, really walkthroughs, but maybe sped up versions of a playthrough where I show you what I did. Sure, let's go to Grubelek first so I can maybe show you the ancient cavern a bit. Which I'm not gonna do on screen, believe me. Anyway, for Princess Maker 4 I was thinking of making shorter versions of a playthrough to turn them into video guides on how to get an ending. So that people can see this is my written guide on what I did to get this ending. And here's a video to prove that following this guide does in fact get me this ending. But for those videos I'd be using the PlayStation Portable version, so there would be some difference in the guides. For example, in the DS version, in the guides I sometimes say that you can touch your daughter's hands or her hair to increase a certain parameter every now and then, which of course you can't do in the PlayStation Portable version since it, you know, doesn't have touchscreen controls. So yeah, that's one idea I've been playing with. But if you're thinking, well, you sure have your ideas of what to do next, like looking at my list, I have ideas like various LPs that I'm planning, which I can't do right now because, you know, I'm lacking a game capture device. And yeah, I plan a lot of things at a time because I'm the type of person that easily gets, you know, I get very into something if it catches my attention, and then I pretty much blank out and only focus on that for a week or sometimes even several months only. I only focus on that, and everything else sort of gets sidetracked. Which is why it can happen that one LP gets, or seems to... I never managed to get to floor 99 either, but I don't know, that's mostly it mostly was because either I got bored, or because I died. But anyway, yeah, that's probably a reason, or it's pretty much the reason why one LP seems to be left aside for the favor of a different one. Hey, I've gone through Niflheim in Tales of Symphonia, and it wasn't that bad there. Now, Night of Rathatos Niflheim never made any sense to me. I killed those 4 stupid monsters that I had to fight in order to proceed to the next level, and I never got a warp to the next level. Then again, I do not think that that game is that good, so I really didn't care that I didn't, you know, get all the way down there. I'm quite glad that I didn't. Yeah, if we want to see an Irish treasure, I have to go there myself and get them. Where do I register again? Or did I talk to the wrong person? Okay, maybe I have to... Maybe I have to register by going to the Ancient Cavern. Speaking of, there is a sort of Ancient Cavern thing like in the first game, Fortress of Doom. So yeah, in order to actually just plain leave this area, we have to get to at least level 20, or die in the meantime. Oh, sorry. I thought the entrance was on this side. So yeah, we are now back to level 1. We have nothing equipped. And even our monsters are reset to level 1. Overall, I find the Ancient Dungeon, the Ancient Cavern, fun. But they can test your patience. Nice enough. By the way, if it takes me too long to get to level 20, or if the episode just runs the usual type of length, I will most likely just end the episode and will probably get to... Oh, I do have the goddess blade though. Then again, I'm not allowed to wear it, so... Wait, he can wear it! That's kind of a cheap shot, but whatever. I somewhat prefer to not die easily, so I overall would prefer some, you know, equipment right now, some defense equipment. Because while I overall enjoy being offensive in my battles, I do put some emphasis on the fact of being able to not die after being hit by a marshmallow. Also, I think there was a certain... The floors are, you know, random, but I'm pretty sure there were some sets in this thing. Because I remember being able to sort of predict where the stairs leading down would be the longer I was in this dungeon. No! You saw nothing. A ruse armor. I don't know what it does, but it's not an iris treasure. Those obviously have the name Iris in them. Like there's an iris staff, I think. And an iris shield, maybe? I know for certain that I found one iris shield once, but as for the rest, I don't remember. I never got all 7 of them. There were 7, right? Speaking of, I mentioned gift mode in the first video of this LP. And gift mode is basically just the ancient cavern. Gift mode is basically you in the city of Gruberik, and you can have whichever party member you want in your party, so you could come in here with Tia, although technically, you know, as you know here, she's not here anymore. And all you can do is go to the ancient cavern and redo it over and over and try to find all the iris treasures and make it to floor 99 to fight the boss there, which, spoilers, is a giant jelly. Also, I don't have any spells right now, so if I want to heal I have to use a potion that I found. Or hope that I find strong very soon. Let's go with Insect Crush in case I find more insect monsters. Anyway, we're close to 30 minutes. I think I'll continue with the episode a bit longer. I'm glad I got the Goddess Blade. Some more armor, that is always nice to have. But since I'm not really trying to do anything here, I'm just here to show it off a bit. I feel a bit useless having that now, since I don't think I need it that soon. But I just want to show this off a bit. If I find an iris treasure, great. If I don't, doesn't matter. By the way, can the capsule monsters, you know, level up in this thing? I think they can. I never really tried it. Because with the limited supplies that you have, it is kind of a waste. Oh, a fake. Yeah, whatever, let's keep the long knife. Well, fake, mimic, who cares? It's not a real treasure chest, which is the main thing. And I don't remember if they were powerful? If they were, I'm gonna run away. Very nice. Yeah, I guess that's kind of pointless to have right now since I don't have any spells. Are you sick of that sound yet? I know I'm getting a little bit. Then again, I'm more tempted to use the fast forward button when I open a treasure chest. Stupid dog. Soul custom 11. That's not a hacked item, is it? Okay, let's equip Sur Custom 11 on Ceylon. Why are you giving me miracles now? You know I'll find them a total waste. I found an idol shield, very nice. That's really very nice. Of course, I can't equip it. At least I don't seem to be able to. Yep, it is a non-equipable item. It's basically just there for you to display in the Gruberik bar for the sake of saying, yeah, I found this. So it's really just a bragging rights kind of thing. If I equip this on Ceylon and she technically didn't have anything equipped earlier, does that mean that this would be Naked Apron? I'm sure fan art of it exists out there. I just haven't looked for it. Another insect crush, wonderful. Oh, it's one of those companion cube thingies. Ow. Well, that's... Are you done? Anyway, yes, these give very nice eggs, but as you might have seen, they only drop like 1 gold per the ones that you actually defeated. Wonderful, what does it do? Or how good is it? Not worth it. And I just saw we just passed the 39-minute mark. Either I die soon, or I'm going to zoom through the last few... What was it? We're on level 11 right now? I'm gonna zoom up past the next few levels and find a providence. Whatever. Actually, I can't remember if you die in the Ancient Cavern, does that count as a complete game over? Or do you just get teleported outside of it? If it's the first, I don't really feel like finding out the hard way. Why do you take so long to tell me what I got? I can read fast enough. This was level 14 right now? We are on level 14? My first spell, very nice. Of course, it's not a good one, like strong, which I would very much like to use. Actually, I think this would still be the cursed version, so I'd rather not use it. And floor 16, of course, they say that... Oh, wonderful. They say that Providence appears floor... Oh my god, he didn't have anything. That it appears, you know, on floor 20 onwards, but it does not actually mean that it is there on floor 20. It's randomized just as everything else in this dungeon. The magic fruit. The more you eat it, the more you poot. Mystery pin? Oh right, it's probably an accessory. No? What is it then? Mystery pin, there it is. Oh, okay. I'm used to them being called golden pin. But, okay. Then again, that's probably because I've been playing Final Fantasy a bit more often recently. Although the one that I'm playing doesn't have golden pin in it. An actual attack spell. Wonderful. And another boomerang explosion thingy. I'm gonna have to defeat you, right? Yeah, this is kind of the part where it gets a bit more dangerous, I guess. Of course, I'm pretty sure I don't have a regain. I'm not gonna let Guy remain dead. After all, he has the Goddess Blade and the Camu armor. It's very nice. Beautiful. Go away. I hate tiny passages. I hated them in all the RPGs I've played where you can't get away from a fight that you don't want to fight. That's why Augusta Towers is one of my most hated areas in Final Fantasy XIII 2. Then again, it's Final Fantasy XIII 2. I'm not the biggest fan of that game. No! You do not attack me when I'm on my way down! Floor 19! We are close to 20! I don't need a power guard. I don't need 3 insect crushes. Especially since it's only helpful against the higher level, the upper level monsters that are insects. Oh, son of a... Yeah. I think I'm gonna run away from this one. Plus, we're getting close to 50 minutes. I don't want this episode to be an hour long just because I didn't feel like editing out any battles. And it took me this long to get a Providence. That is also very nice, but whatever. Yeah, since they obviously told me very, decently that I will not keep any of the items I find here that are not in blue chests or called Iris, whatever. I can use whatever the hell I want, but I still prefer to not use my healing items on the upper levels. By the way, I think the further you go down in levels, the further onwards the enemies are. So technically we would be seeing enemies that we have not yet encountered because we're, well, not that far in the story sport yet. Well, I just walked in a circle. That's fun. Oh, that was close. And if I'm walking in a circle, where are the stairs? I don't remember if stairs actually ever ended up being hidden by bushes. Or were there dead? Oh, there they are. Well, at least we have some very nice music change now. Yeah, whatever. Either give me an iris thing or give me a providence. The thing's called an Earth Viper and it looks like it's made of rocks. Why did I not do supreme damage on it with the rock breaker thing that I have equipped? I demand an explanation with that. Or rather, for that. There we go! A providence! Wonderful! And we're not quite at the 55-minute mark. Survivors of the cave are people of good fortune. Future glory will be yours. Okay. Dude, I found some stuff. Also, I found... You know, I found an iris shield. Yeah, but I think you can go in here if you find a certain lock for it, but I don't remember where the lock is, or the key is, or how to get it. I think that's probably in there. Hooray! We have one iris item. I'd like so too, but I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do that. I don't have the best of patience with the ancient cavern. It gets very boring after a while. Anyway, I have showed you the ancient cave and I almost exited the town again, when I actually wanted to do this. I wonder, couldn't I just have gone back to Bound Kingdom and used the shrine there to get to Eileen? Oh wait, we were in Eileen. The other place that I wanted to go, Narcissus, whatever it's called, whatever. I was in Eileen and I was going towards Narcissus and Gruberik was just there for the ancient cavern. I remember now, I think. Hurry up! So I can end this episode in Narcissus. Okay, so there it was mentioned as Narcissus with S, and then he mentioned it with Narcissus with C. I don't know if you caught that, but he did. Anyway, after that rather longer ordeal of the ancient cave, which I thought wasn't going to take that long, at least I had hoped it wouldn't, we are now in Narcissus, and I'll see you next time!